It is our privilege to welcome an outstanding administrator and a visionary leader, Mr. Vishwabhushan Mishra, PCS. We would like to share a few of the key responsibilities he has held during his remarkable career. Mr. Mishra has served as Deputy Collector in the districts of Ghazipur and Madura, as City Magistrate of Prayagraj, and as Additional Director of Civil Aviation, Government of Uttar Pradesh. He also served as Additional Commissioner in the Varanasi Division, playing a significant role in regional administration and development. Presently, he is the Chief Executive Officer of Sri Kashi Vishwanath Mandir, Varanasi. His deep dedication to public service, cultural preservation, and spiritual leadership makes him an inspiring figure for all of us. We are truly honored to have him with us today.
Thank you so much.
உத்தரப்பிரதேசத்தில் சிவில் விமான போக்குவரத்தில் கூடுதல் இயக்குநராகவும் வாரணாசியில் கூடுதல் ஆணையராகவும் தற்போது வாரணாசியில் ஸ்ரீ காசி விஸ்வநாத் மந்திரி தலைமை நிர்வாக அதிகாரியாகவும் உத்தரப்பிரதேசத்தில் தர்பார் இயக்குநராகவும் இணை இயக்குநராகவும் காஜ்பூர் மற்றும் மதுரா மாவட்டங்களில் துணை ஆட்சியராகவும் உத்தரப்பிரதேசத்தில் வேளாண் துறையில் கூடுதல் இயக்குநராகவும் பணியாற்றி வரும் ஸ்ரீ காசி விஸ்வநாதர் ஆலய அறக்கட்டளை தலைமை நிர்வாக அதிகாரி திரு விஸ்வபூஷன் மிஸ்ரா அவர்களை சிறப்புரையாற்ற அன்புடன் அழைக்கின்றோம்.
Most revered Swamiji, Honorable Justice Chokhalingam, also sitting on the stage, Honorable Mr. Veerappan sir, Dinakaran sir, because the name was in the card, so I got confused. And most respected elders who are sitting on the first rows and in the back rows also. Sadar pranam to all of you. I shall like to start the conversation with the most revered chant we usually use in our puja, Om Namah Shivaya. I would like all of you to say that, Om Namah Shivaya. So, representing the holy abode of Lord Vishwanath, I was not aware that I shall be having a facilitation function here. When we planned my journey, I just asked Swamiji that I would like if a meeting can be arranged and we can interact. Because I am really humbled, I am really thankful for the community I am addressing to. Everybody who comes to my temple, when I discuss, those who are in business, those who are in politics, those who are in administration, from the day I came to know about Chettiar community and the contribution your community is making there, I am so much thrilled. I tell it to everybody. And I believe Chettiar community is one of the most affluent community in India. So, if even now, over a period of time, as Honorable Justice told, that at one period of time, Chettiars used to lend loans to Chola Kingdom and international projects. Banking might have been nationalized, the business was taken away from hands of the community, and thereafter you must have faced some problems to diversify your business, but you have just again rose up to a level that you are doing so much of charity in Kashi and elsewhere. So again, my sincere thanks and my pranam, sadar pranam to the community and your efforts for making life of miserables easier, and also a devotion to Lord Shiva and your contribution towards the upliftment of society, towards removing hunger from society, towards many charitable works. And the spirit of Koilur Swami, he is so enthusiastic about new things. Whenever I am talking to him, I can feel the glitter in his eyes when he starts telling me about how the machines will manage the big kitchen, how it can be implemented on ground, because there are issues when we are implementing some big project. For example, when we had to serve the children first, There were bureaucratic lacunas. I was making efforts, but it was somehow it was held up. And again, when we got the permission to run the kitchen, we were running short of time because PM's program was there, and on the day of PM visit, the food was to be served in many number of schools to the children. When he was addressing in the ground, the food must have reached to the children. So we were running against time. But Swamiji was so much hopeful and he was very much confident that it will be done. And it was eventually done. So that shows the capability, that shows the kind of commitment. And your community has a very good leadership, I would like to say, because with many other community leaders I discussed, and I just discussed about the example of Chettiar community. They could not come to a point of agreement to start anything. They have the spirit, they have the money, they have the funds with them, but they could not start something as big as Koilur Swami has started. Because a visionary leader is required to start anything, to influence anything. There are many saints also who come to my office in Sri Kashi Vishwanath Dham, and I am discussing having religious or spiritual discourse with them. I have utmost respect for everyone, but I have to break my speech to I just recalled one thing. When yesterday, Swamiji, we were in the Ishanya Mutt of Chettiars only. We had a image of Swami Vivekananda. I know him as a monk, as a sage, who also implemented various big projects for the service of mankind, for the service of Sanatana Dharma. And after him, if I have seen somebody in my life doing such things, it is Koilur Swami. So we must have a big applause for Swamiji. Once I have utmost respect for Swamiji and for your community, of course, because ultimately the force behind his works and his deeds and his spirit is the spirit of the community, the contribution of the community, the contributing spirit of the community. I don't call it a charity, in fact, when you contribute something for the society or you devote something to Shiva or to the temple. It is the punya we call in Hindi. I don't know what is the Tamil exact version of that. Punya and pap, we have two things. When we commit a karma, it is either punya or pap when it is sakam, but that is when it is done with some motive. So nishkam karma is best when we don't have any motive, then you just proceed towards salvation, but that stage of attaining your mental peace and performing nishkam karma is very tough in this materialistic world with this body and this mind. So if you have to do sakam karma only, then punya is preferred than sins. Sin is called pap, but punya is, I don't know, there is exact some meaning in English or in any other language, but punya is the word in Sanskrit. So again, I would like to say one more thing, that what I could feel when Swamiji was taking me to various temples here. At one point of time, certain 1,500 years ago, Hinduism was fallen, it was to ashes in North India, in those parts of the world or the globe which were part of India, but now they are not. For instance, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Burma, Indonesia, these were all the parts of the larger India. India not in the sense of a political state, but India in the sense of a Sanatana state, a cultural state. We all belong to the cultural identity, to the religious identity. I am here only because of Lord Shiva, and you consider me as your brother, I consider you as my brother and sister only because of Lord Shiva. We both are devotees of Lord Shiva. We both belong to a single culture. So the cultural boundaries of India were shrunk, they were dilapidated some 1,500 years ago, and sages from this place only, Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, Madhavacharya, Nimbakacharya, all these were from this vicinity only. They again spread the dharma in northern India. They just recaptured the boundaries of Sanatana Dharma, the cultural and religious and spiritual boundaries of Sanatana Dharma, and this all was against Sanatana. And today, when again we have fallen in Afghanistan, we have fallen in Pakistan, we have fallen in the parts of Bangladesh, not parts of, but almost all the Bangladesh, we have fallen in Indonesia, we have fallen in Malaysia. Sanatan Dharma is, again, the boundaries have shrunk. As sir was saying, there must be some purpose, there must be some divine purpose if I am coming from Kashi to this place. Previously, it was from Kanchi to Kashi to Kashmir. That was Shankar Digvijay, by which the Vedanta Mutt, our Mutt is, the Koilur Mutt belongs to Vedanta sect. So it was from Kanchi to Kashi to Kashmir. That was Shankar Digvijay, by which the boundaries of Sanatan Dharma were re-established. I think this time it may be from Kovilur to Kashi to Kashmir, or Kovilur to Kashi to Kabul. It may be. And we just hope and pray to Mahadev, Lord Vishweshwar, that this dream eventually comes to truth. It is not only Gyanvapi that has to be taken back, that is within Kashi, but the boundaries of Sanatan Dharma were very large in our own historical memory. And if I go beyond historical memory, then I have proofs that will be in my. I am also authoring a book right now, sir. I did some research. The name of the book is Global Sanatan, and I could find traces of Sanatan Dharma across the globe. So by the end of Dwapar Yuga, after Mahabharat war was fought, it has started shrinking within this Kali Yuga, within our historical memory that is documented in history. We have been just shrinking from, our boundaries have shrunk from Afghanistan to current India. And current India also, in many states, or Sanatan Dharma is posed to various dangers. You must have heard about the violence in Murshidabad, the violence in various parts of Kashmir, violence in various parts of Kerala against Sanatan Dharma. So I think, being the nectar of previous cultural spread, again, this place is going to provide us the solution, and entire North India, entire fallen land of Sanatan Dharma, entire fallen souls of Sanatan Dharma, because the people who are right now opponents to us, they also belong to the same ancestors, to the same culture. They all are looking with utmost hope towards south, towards this Kovilur, towards this Kanchi, towards this Kerala, towards this Tamil Nadu, for the regaining of their boundaries, the regaining of their spiritual quest. Again, I shall, before concluding, I must thank the entire team in Kashi, which made it possible to make the kitchen we are running right now and make the charity that is largest charity, I think, in past few years, 5,000 people to be fed per day. And Swamiji was discussing with me yesterday, can we make it twice a day? That is lunch and dinner both should be served. So I just requested him, let me see whether we have the capability to serve or not as a trust, because taking the food to the places, it requires a machinery. So first of all, it was quite tough. We discussed it, but we were not very much hopeful that food can be cooked 2 times a day in a kitchen, because the staff, the machinery, the cleaning, everything has to be done. But Swamiji has come up with the solution that I can serve. Now you take your responsibility if you can serve the food to the needy or not, to the destination. So ultimately, before concluding this address or this discussion we are having here, I must thank to Commissioner of Varanasi Division, C. Kaushal Raj Sharma sir, who under whose guidance, under whose permission, ultimately he was the man from whom we have to get all the permissions and all the necessary facilitation for implementing the project. And my colleagues, Mr. Nikhilesh Mishra, Mr. Shambhu Sharanji, Mr. Menial Shekhar. Menial Shekhar sounds to be a Tamilian name, because my friend, he belongs to Uttar Pradesh only, but his father was in peacekeeping mission in Sri Lanka. So he was born in Sri Lanka, he was named like that. And this entire team made it possible. And there are many other persons whom I cannot name every member of the team, but the team Kashi Vishwanath, they all worked hard there to make the dream possible, to make things possible. And under guidance of Swamiji, one Mr. Shobnath, what is the name of that Mr. Pathak who comes with you, Swamiji? Shobhit Pathak. Mr. Shobhit Pathak. He also worked day and night. And there are people who work with in close connivance. If I am not getting right now, I am not able to recall everybody's name, then please forgive me. And next time we shall be discussing something bigger. I think with the blessings of Swamiji, the task of Punya will be spreading more and more. The boundaries of Sanatan Dharma will be recaptured, and we shall be getting some message from Kovilur this time. In the hope of that, Lord Vishwanath must have sent me here to just receive that message and plan those things. I am again pranam to all of you, my most humble pranam to all of you, and I shall like to conclude this with the chanting we are very much accustomed to in Kashi. Om Namah Parvati Pataye Har Har Mahadev. Om Namah Parvati Pataye Har Har Mahadev.